All right, guys, it ain't a news flash. Oklahoma has offensive linemen, young offensive linemen, that are playing good football. Let's talk about it. Let's watch them. Let's have a little fun here. All right, so I picked out, I think I've got 8 plays here. And we're not going to run, it's not going to be huge depth on each one, but we're going to talk about each one of them a little bit, and then we're going to move to the next play. So here we have got a little Ryan Foje action here at right tackle. I believe this is when he's going to pull around and pick up, I believe it's this linebacker right here. Yeah, look at it. Look at him come around, sees that guy up, boom. Guys, that's O-line adult entertainment is what that is. That is beautiful. Watch this big man, 6'5", about 325, coming around the corner, bam, just locks him up. Mateer gets on his butt and just follows him. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Yeah. There's nothing at all to be mad about there. All right, let's see. Don't have to go forward. Actually, we've got Eddie Pierre, I think, on 2 back-to-back plays, if I'm not mistaken here. So, Eddie Pierre right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Eddie Pierre Louis right here. There we go. All right, so watch him. I believe he's just going to wash this defensive tackle down, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, puts him on the ground. Look at that. You love to see that. Guys, that's Bryce Neeson. I didn't realize that when I noted this play, and I know the play doesn't do much, but Bryce Neeson is a 6th-year senior. This is a grown man. Eddie Pierre Louis, his 2nd-year guy out of high school, is facing here, and he just puts him flat on his back. That's what you're looking for. You want more of that right there. All right, so we're going to go forward 1 play here to the 2nd down. Looks like we've got a timeout. Okay. Yep. Okay, we're right here now. All right, so again, we're looking at Eddie Pierre Louis. Yeah, watch him pull around. Boom. And I'm not telling you he gets the better of that initial contact. He doesn't. I love the speed he plays at. Look at him. Out of control. Bow. Like, he wasn't that was Favechi Wiwu's guy. He was expecting that job to be done. But look at him gather himself, and then boom, goes back to it. Like, goes and tries to finish that block. A lot of guys, they get staggered like that. They're just going to, they're out of commission, and they'd feel fine to be. Eddie Pierre Louis just goes looking for more contact. Boom, go get him. He probably bought a couple yards there, guys, for Deion Burks, getting that extra block. All right, let me see where we're going next here. Okay. All right, this, I believe, will be a Michael Fasusi. Oh, that's why it's doing that. Okay. All right. 1. Got to go all the way up here. And yes, the giggles won't be stopping anytime soon. This is Josh truly in my element, enjoying some O-line play here. Okay, so this should be Fasusi and EPL working together. I think this is this the switch? Maybe it is. Let me see. I want to say Tennessee runs a twist. No, they just come down. This is one, I talked about this in The Idiot, in the other video earlier when I was talking about OU kind of getting some momentum running. Look at the way these guys come off the ball. I just love it. And then you get Michael Fasusi working up to the linebacker, and look at him stay on it. Right here. Spillman's a good young player. I know Tennessee really likes him a lot. Look at those two just fighting, man. Getting that extra yardage, helping wall that off a little bit for, I'm sure that's Xavier Robinson there. So, I mean, just good play there. And watch, you've got right in there, obviously a little blurry, EPL. Now, this is, again, you hear Gabe talk about this all the time. This is a good example. Look at the velocity he plays with. Great. It's exactly what you're looking for. But it gets high, and you're going to watch this Tennessee defensive lineman get underneath him and kind of throw him. That's the stuff Eddie's still working on. Like, and again, all of them are. They're 3 friggin' freshmen. Like, Eddie's a red shirt, but like he came in more raw than the other two did. So there was always going to be a lot of growing pains. But again, this is the stuff you learn, and this is how you learn being out there, like getting out there and having to learn kind of trial by fire. All right, so now we're going to go just a little bit further ahead, and I think again we're looking at a little combo work here for Fasusi and Foje. Yeah, okay, so this, I'm almost, hang on. There's something I'm seeing that doesn't look right to me. So hang on, let me see what this is. Yeah, look at, Fasusi misses the block, but just all right, let's start here. With EPL. Watch him get around on this defensive lineman. Look at the reach to get out there to this guy, and then watch him start turning him. That's great. I know Caden Helms helps him, but he's supposed to. But that's amazing work for Eddie to get out there to make that reach. Did they show it? Yeah. Look at that. Watch him work out here. They're talking about Helms coming in for the block, and it's a good call. But look at him, and then Helms gets on that block and does a hell of a nice job. So credit to him. Guys, I taught you guys for weeks that it wasn't just the offensive line having problems. The tight ends needed help too. They helped in this game. They were a big piece of Oklahoma getting the run game going in the second half, and Caden Helms in particular. Okay, so and then I did want to go back, and so you can see. Here, look at Michael Fasusi's athletic ability. Now, it's easy to say, oh, he missed that block. The reality is, Farouk here goes so far inside, he's not part of the play. It doesn't matter what he does. If I'm Bill next time, and I say, you see a guy go shag it he goes this narrow with it, because again, Farouk's got to go. He's got to go make that contact. He has to. That is his assignment. He is shying away from this level of physicality that he's about to have to take on. He's trying to go underneath and around Fasusi. I'm Bill. I say, don't even worry about him. Go block. I believe that's Colton Hood. Go block him, because if he does, watch him go up to this level. He makes that block, right about here-ish. Xavier Robinson's going to walk up the sideline and go in for a touchdown. So, again, and that's a young guy thing. Like, I get it. This isn't like, oh, Michael did something wrong here. That's understanding how your play's developing, what you're trying to do, the angles you're trying to hit. Because when Farouk goes inside like this, guys, I wasn't even planning to break this down. I'm just seeing this now. When he goes inside like this, Xavier Robinson goes – Farouk's not making that play. I don't care if Michael puts a hand on him or not. He's not making that play. So I'm going to try to go put a hand on the corner and see if we can make something really big happen. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, we've only got a few plays left here, so bear with me. This was just something I kind of put together through the course of the game. All right, so here... What do we got? Okay. I believe this is something from EPL and Foje. I think this might be... Oh, no. I know what this is. Look. I love the communication I'm starting to see from these young guys here. Nice play by Jermichael Carter, too. That dude, I think, earned himself some more snaps. Look here. I think I went back a little earlier just so you could see it. Look at EPL. He's pointed out. This guy's coming. This guy's coming. And he sees it, and he picks it up right. He hands off the D tackle to Michaela, and then he picks up that linebacker. I mean, that's fantastic. That's exactly what you're looking for, guys. That's communication. That's him talking to people, letting them know. Guys, this is his second career start. Like, that's just wild stuff. Super impressive, though, by Eddie. Well done. Well done to him for sure. And I think I also look at Foj here in pass pro. Watch him just eat up this end down here on the bottom. That, I mean, that's not exactly an inspired pass rush. I'll certainly acknowledge it. But look here. That kid's got no answers for Ryan. There's nothing to threaten him in the slightest. So just well done. All right, so we're going to move ahead a little bit more. We've got 2 plays left here. All right, so, okay. The next one is right here. I believe this is the big Satania completion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that looks right. So Satania's up there in the slot for anybody watching. I mean, any of you gross people not watching line of scrimmage play. But watch the stunt, because Tennessee knows OU starting 2 freshmen in Neyland Stadium against our really talented defensive line. They're going to throw a twist at him here. Look how well OU handles this off. Eddie just hands him off to Fasusi. Fasusi eats his guy up. And then Eddie takes on the end. Look, I mean, guys, this is beautiful. This is teach tape stuff. Look at him. So he comes across first. EPL knows what's happening. He just throws him. Doesn't try to follow him up the field. Doesn't make that mistake. So this guy loops around and just walked up to Mateer. Doesn't do that. He lets loose of him and then picks up that guy. Guys, that's what you're talking about. And then look at Foj down here at the bottom. Again, just eating that dude up. That guy's got nothing for him. Guys, this is how you build an offensive line. Like, I mean, it's not coincidence that this offense started to get it going in the second half as I'm showing you more and more clips of these offensive linemen making not just big physical, they're super talented, but making smart friggin' football plays. Okay, here, I think this is another EPL joint, but let's see here. Yeah, look at him. Look at him just turn that guy. Opens up a big old lane for Xavier Robinson to run through there. So, obviously, again, this is the last clip, by the way. So, EPL right here, he's going to come around. He's going to, that's a terrible drawing. All right, he's just going to turn this guy. He's going to get his hips underneath him, and he's going to turn that defensive tackle where he's just not part of the play. And that may be Eason again. No, that's that Moy. I think Moy is his name, I think. But look at that. That's what you're looking for. And I will say, I know I'm highlighting the young guys. I thought Jake Michaela might have played his best game at Oklahoma, and I thought Fabechi Wee was the best I've seen him all year. I thought that was, I don't know if he's finally kind of healthy, after the whole ankle thing he was fighting early in the year or what it was. Thought he played outstanding. But again, the offensive line, I think I ended up grading them as like a B for the, highest grade I've given them for the year. And they, watching it on rewatch, they deserved it. They played really, really well in this game against a Tennessee front that wasn't nearly as good as last year, but is still really good. Last year's group was a top 3 or 4 group in the entire country. I would say this is more like a top 15 group. So still super talented and really dangerous, but not quite that same level. But again, just wanted to highlight these young guys. Enjoy these guys, man. You're going to watch these kids grow up, and they're going to be really, really good football players for Oklahoma.